What's up, guys? And today we got the Ultimate Legend 91 overall Michael Vick with the gunslinger and the go deep chemistry. Now 91 speed, 92 throw power, 83 deep throw, 92 throw on the run, very nice. The mid throw and short throw not that great. Stat wise very similar to the 89 overall Dante Culpepper that I reviewed, which I'll talk more about that later as well, the comparison between those two. Short throw, just like Culpepper, I mean he was like 80% effective. You know, there were a few times with these short throws that got away from him that were completely overthrown. So just goes to show, man, don't expect him to be perfect when it comes to short throws. So as far as a grade, I would give the short throw a B+, and the mid throw right here I would give the exact same grade, a B+. I mean, as long as I set my feet, if I ran out of the pocket, he was pretty effective. I mean, look at this pass right here, a touch pass, man. Look at that, beautifully right over that user's head and under pressure. And you know, of course, the most important stat for a QB is mid throw, in my opinion. And honestly, he did okay. And the deep throw, I would give that, unfortunately, I would give that a C+, because a few times wide open receiver, but just completely overthrown. Throwing on the run, I leaned on this a lot. I would give this a solid A-. Look at this, running backwards off your back foot and still perfectly thrown where it needed to be, away from the defender, to be a first down. And I leaned on this so many times, man, especially with that hot routing. So I was very impressed with throwing on the run. But of course, his selling point, which is the 91 speed, the boy is ridiculously fast, man, and agile. He can spin and juke. I obviously don't recommend that. Do what I'm doing here, just slide. That's the smart thing. And this stuff right here, you know, spinning, it's fun to do, don't get me wrong. You know, it's tempting to want to get more yards, but you know, let's face it, if you do that, stuff like this right here is bound to happen, and it's going to cost you games like it did me. He does have 72 carry, but he did fumble a few times. And the surprising thing about him, which does not help, he broke a lot of tackles. He looked like Cam Newton sometimes, breaking tackles and falling forward. Look at this, man, this was crazy. And when he was doing this over and over, it was tempting to not, you know, want to just keep running with him, you know, and not slide. That was just kind of messy with me. I mean, look right here, look at this right there. I should have just slid, but I gambled. Thankfully it did not backfire. But when you see stuff like this right here happen, it's kind of tempting to not want to slide. But you know what, man, it's really up to you how you want to use them. So that's gonna wrap this up, guys. Right now he goes for around 95,000. When I played with Vick, he reminded me so much of the 89 overall Dante Culpepper that I did just recently review. Played so similar, and obviously the only big difference between those two is Vick's speed and chemistry. The gunslinger chemistry did play a big factor. I did see it sometimes happen when I was throwing those deep and mid throws. The only difference favoring Culpepper, which is right here, this card right here, the only difference that favored Culpepper was the price. That's really about it. Culpepper goes for like 17-20,000. Vick, like I said, around 95,000. Big difference there. So do I recommend Vick? If you got the coins and you're looking for a speedy running back, I would say give him a shot, see what he can do for you. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap this up. I'll see you boys for the next review, which should be Ted Hendricks. Peace.